Tina Kidd, great to get you on the podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Not at all. Congratulations on your recent promotion.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll get into that in a few minutes, but first, maybe you'd like to just introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. So my name's Tina. I'm originally from Glasgow in Scotland, and I moved to Dubai 2 years ago. Honestly, taking it back to my early career days, I worked in a small company in Scotland for 7 years, nearly 7 years, and I was so comfortable there. But I knew I wanted more, so I started off, customer service. I worked my way up. I worked in pensions. I did my pension exams. I then moved into project management, so it was a little bit different, but me, I'm one of those people that, I really want more. I'm ambitious. I was always looking for something more. So I worked 2 years in lockdown at my home. And during that time, honestly, David, I was just depressed like most people. It wasn't a good time for anyone. And I was stuck in my room, working on my laptop. I was looking outside. The weather was terrible. Everyone was unhappy. And I thought, a few of my friends actually lived in Dubai, and I had been here once before, and I thought, maybe I should just move to Dubai. Why not? I spoke with my parents, and everyone was cheering me on. They knew I wanted something bigger than Scotland. Yeah. So fast forward, I told my work that I was leaving, and 3 months later, believe it or not, 3 months later, I just decided, okay, let's go. And just Monday passed. I've been in Dubai 2 years, so it's amazing. Honestly, I would never, ever think about going back home now.
You were saying earlier you just go back for Christmas.
Yes, once a year. Once a year is enough. I mean, it's amazing to go back and see your friends and family.
Of course.
But when you get into Dubai and when you live here and you see the opportunities and the people that you meet and the culture and just everything about Dubai has to offer, we don't get that from the UK, to be honest. We don't. We don't get that.
No, that's a good story. And so your first job was with Fam Properties, is that right?
Yes. So I came here in March 2 years ago, and I didn't have a job, David, until July. So about 3-4 months, I was looking for jobs. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't come over to Dubai with the thought of, I want to work in recruitment, I want to work in real estate. Honestly, I didn't know. And my work in the UK, they wanted me to work remotely. But I thought, you know what, I want a fresh start. I want to try something new. I've learned a lot in them, 7 years of working there, but I want to learn something new. So few months I was enjoying, the break from working. And then I was actually scrolling on LinkedIn and and then I seen an opportunity to work in Fam Properties, just in the administrative department. And I thought, okay, so I did my research. I then start to understand that, Fam is the biggest company here in Dubai, right? I thought, okay, let me try working in real estate. Let me see if it's something that I would enjoy. And fast forward, 2 years of working here, I've achieved a lot in these 2 years. And
well, you have amazing. It. I mean, it's been remarkable because you started off in admin, didn't you?
Yes,
there?
In HR.
HR.
Yes, in HR department was a quite big department looking for HR and recruitment. I just joined there as an administrator to kind of help with the workload of that they had. And I was like, let me try, let's see what happens. And fast forward nearly 2 years, 2 years in July. The 1st of July, actually, is when I started. And yes, I've grown quite a bit.
Well, exactly. You've had various promotions since then. Yes. And now you're head of recruitment in the number one real estate company in Dubai.
Yes, I am. And honestly, it sounds amazing. And honestly, when I got on the flight to Dubai, I never thought the opportunities or I would even be working for the largest real estate company. And it's not just the largest, it's the opportunities that the company has to offer for people that really want it is something that I'd never come across before. Having someone like Firas as the leader and the CEO, the founder, the mentor of the company really kind of pushes you to your limits.
Yeah. We'll get on to Firas in a minute because his story is truly incredible. But if we look at Fam at the moment, how many agents are there currently?
Yes, David, there is around about 650 agents at the moment. And as I told you earlier, we're expanding. So, by the end of the year, we are looking to have around about 900 active agents with us.
Wow.
And I know that may be scary to some people and a little bit off-putting if you just want to start in real estate. Maybe working in such a big company could potentially be a little bit daunting, which I understand. But within FAM, we have lots of different teams. We have lots of different offices. So there's lots of support systems for you. You have your team, you have your team leader, you have your sales director. So it's okay for people that don't have experience because they will get a lot of training in general, but you will also have lots of we have 650 agents, but there are lots of micro teams within the business. So, it's not something that you should be scared of.
No, and we were saying earlier, there's 20-something offices now.
Yes, over 25 active offices 25. All across Dubai. Yes, yeah. It's amazing, and it's really good for our agents, especially if they have clients, they don't have to commute from one side to the next side, and the exposure it has for FAM as a brand. I mean, it's already a big player in the real estate market, but anywhere that you seem to go in Dubai, FAM is somewhere.
Exactly. And again, we were saying earlier, if you look at the number of offices, if we take possibly Allsop and Better Homes as 2 and 3 in this market, they've got 6 offices between them, haven't they? 3 each. So, and you've got 25.
Yes.
So, yes. But all the metrics point to FAM as number 1, certainly at the moment. I'm sure that will continue. I was looking at Google ratings.
The reviews,
the reviews on there.
Outstanding.
But, your average is 4.9?
4.9, yes.
And that's 8,500.
8,500. Yes, so honestly,
how'd you get it that
yeah, honestly, it's amazing. And looking at it from a client's point of view, when you're dealing with agents, buying your first property or something is really important to you. So making sure you have a company behind you that stands for great customer service and good reviews and word of mouth is something that we stand by. We have our core value in our company is integrity, and that's something that comes from Firas himself, and it comes down to all of us. So when you have, the leader of your company, has a vision of, transparency and diversity and everything, it really shows for everyone else in the company.
Values is something that I've heard so much recently. Clearly, Firas has got that, and he talks about it a lot. I went to have a chat with Luke Remington at House & House recently. It was just an informal chat. It wasn't anything to do with work. He invited me round. And again, he talked about values, principles, and it's a theme throughout their company as well.
Yeah.
I work for Dunya Fadi at EXP. It's exactly the same. She drums into us principles and values. And companies that do that, it's working, isn't it?
It shows, 100%. And, all of the companies that you've mentioned, David, they're all really good companies in this market. But for us, we are trying to be, the game changers of the market. And that's the number one way to do that is transparency and honesty. And that's something that genuinely comes from the top of our company all the way down. So this is something that we embody in everything that we do. And I think that's why it shows with, the clients, the agents, the back office admin staff, because yes, we have all of these agents, but we nearly have 300 back office admin staff that support our agents. Yeah. So, I mean, it's easy to, get attracted to the agents that we have, but we have all of these amazing admin staff that support the workload of all of the agents that we have.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
And then I presume training is good. So an agent will start with FAM. Maybe they've just got off the plane from UK or anywhere else. And how long will their training be? So
basically we have, we're actually just changing the way that we're doing that at the moment. We thought long and hard about how we can make it better. So basically the way it happens at the moment is they go through a 2-week training program, like face-to-face in a classroom for 2 weeks, Monday to Friday. However, we took lots of feedback from our agents, old agents, new agents, and what would be best for you. So we're actually coming up with a better plan, which will hopefully launch in Q2, which will basically be, it will be for a longer period. But what it will do is it will allow you to do your day-to-day job, learn on the job. You'll have like a library full of trainings and videos from our CEO. So he spent, I think he did maybe 150 videos. I'm not joking, 150 videos he did. A lot of our sales directors to learn about, what to do, how to look out for, this and that, how to be a number one agent. So we spent a lot of time in Q1 doing these videos so that, the agents will come for their 1 week academy. After that, they will go to their office where they'll have the support of their sales director and the team leader, and of course the older agents in the office. However, they'll have to complete, 1 hour of training each day. So maybe they forget how to list a property or something that they can go into the library, they can look at the videos. So it's going to be maybe for about 5-6 weeks. It will all be online, being able to do it on your own time, meaning maybe you want to spend the first few hours, learning how to cold call. You can go on, listen to it. So we changed it up a little bit.
Warm call.
Yes, yes. We changed it up a little bit, and hopefully, it will help the new agents. But in general,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I've never really understood sort of people go to university, they'll do a 4-year degree or 3-year degree, whatever. But you need the experience in the workplace, don't you? 100%. So you've got to combine the two.
So we did. We listened to what people wanted and what we think would be best. We actually hired an L&D manager who has 10 years plus experience, and she's amazing. So she comes with a lot of experience on, how to really develop people. And that's something, again, the company has spent a lot of time and effort in with, how can we help our staff? Not just agents, also admins, a lot of courses and everything. So we're really investing in our people because we believe, this will be the better outcome.
So you've touched a little bit there on tech, on software.
Yes.
It's known as a company that's big into tech, particularly with Firas's brother.
Fata. Yes, Fata.
I heard him speak actually at PropTech in January.
Amazing.
He was very good.
Yeah, he's amazing, and this guy is a genius. Even just what he created, DXB Interact with the Dubai Land Department. For us, he doesn't take credit for it. He gives all of his credit to his brother Fata.
Well, that's fair enough,
he's the one that the brains behind it.
Is there anything else other than the DXB Interact?
So we have lots of apps internally for our agents that were built, in-house apps, and we have an CRM system. Mm-hmm. So the CRM system is in-house, by our developers in-house, and all built by Fata himself, his ideas, and it's honestly amazing. And the way that we can list properties and the way leads are transferred to you and this and that, it's all done like this. It's very fast. It's through WhatsApp. The CRM system we built is very user friendly. I think some out there can be quite difficult and daunting, and you don't know how to use them. And we have actually just built the CRM system to be a goldmine, for the agents that use it. And just on my side, my point of view, from a recruitment point of view, I actually worked with Fata last year.
Did you?
Yeah. And we built an ATS, an applicant tracking system, because we didn't really have anything like that before, to be honest. So when I got, starting to run the department on my own, we built together this in-house, again, with our team inside of FAM. We built an applicant tracking system so that we have everything A to Z, and it's all about data. So we're containing all of our data to hopefully use it in the future for sure.
Yeah, that sounds great. So we covered FAM. If we just move on to Firas Al Msaddi, have I pronounced it roughly
Firas.
right? Firas.
Yes.
It is unbelievable what that guy's achieved, obviously with the support of people like you, but FAM only started in 2009, 15 years ago, isn't it?
Yes, 15 years.
And now the biggest agency by every metric out there. What is it about him? Can you talk about him?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think I could sit here all day and talk about him. Him himself, I think, he's a very humble person. I think when you think back to his life story, when he came from Syria, to Dubai, he had a vision that he wanted to do well for himself and, for people that maybe know about him or maybe read a little bit of his book or just, see him online. He's active. He came here and he didn't know how to speak English. He taught himself English. He went to English school. He really wanted to do better for himself and his family, which was amazing. He started working in Armani and working in sales because he always said that he loves sales. And you can see that in him.
You can.
You can see that. Yeah. And then, he was approached to work in a real estate company. So he took some annual leave from his job. He went there, he started it, he loved it. I think real estate is either for you or it's not.
Yes.
And it's 100% for him. So yes, fast forward, as you said, 15 years in the market, one of the largest companies, well, the largest company, to be honest, in Dubai, and it's very successful. And for him as a leader, honestly, I don't even know if I can put it into words. He's just so motivating, and he really pushes you to do the best. And he sees potential in everyone. And, that's the thing, when you think about FAM, you think of all of the agents and the staff that we have, and he makes time to purposely, get to know each and every person that comes through the doors to work for him.
That's incredible.
Honestly, he does his own training. He does lots of training online so that the agents do it. The agents can, he has a thing about, let's sell FAM in 1 minute. What's the best, key points about working for FAM? He does lots of training on how to do it. What's the best way to attract your clients? And it's really amazing. And his leadership shines through in terms of he really pushes you, as I said, out of your comfort zone. And I think if you have someone like that behind you, that you're working for, the sky is limitless. And that's something that I have learned from him, to be honest.
Yeah, and I can see the passion in you.
Yes.
And other people that talk online that I've seen as well involved with FAM.
Yeah.
And it obviously means a lot. And
it's funny because just last week, myself, I don't really recruit anymore personally. I have a really amazing team.
You've got staff to do
that. I have an amazing team that do it, and I trained them very well, and they're amazing. But I actually interviewed someone last week to join my team. And he told me, at the end of it, he told me, can I tell you something? I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, I've not met many people that, that I've interviewed with that really have such a passion about the company that they work for. And it really shows, it's a true, genuine company. And I thought, that's actually really nice to hear someone say that.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. And he's put a lot of work out, as you say, he's put a lot of work online. So
yes,
and
a lot.
I advise people to have a look, particularly that TED Talk was.
He does a lot of podcasts, videos. A few weeks ago we spoke. He spoke. Sorry, I was there with him at this Brand Me Summit about your own personal brand. So he is very much into building your own personal brand because it's worked so well for him.
Yeah, indeed. Do you want to just talk about Dubai? Why you like Dubai?
Oh, what's not to like? Honestly, coming from Scotland, again, you're from UK, so you can probably resonate with me. The weather, people are not really that happy there. Let's be honest. There's not many opportunities, and
they certainly seem happier here. Yeah,
100%. And we can talk about sunshine and tax-free, and lovely places you can go at the weekend and go out with your friends. But for me, the opportunities is the number one thing why I'm here and why I will always stay in Dubai. Talking to my friends back home, I always tell them they're still doing the same thing. And that's okay. They're still doing the same thing. But, what you could achieve here, look how much I've achieved in 2 years. I'm really excited to see what the next 2 years look like.
Definitely.
This is what I can achieve in 2 years here. So working in FAM, of course, has helped me a lot. But I think in general, no matter what industry that you're in, working in a place like Dubai is full of opportunities at every corner for people that really want it. So for me, the opportunities and, of course, the money that you can make here is something that you're not going to make.
The tax-free money.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good if you think about the taxes that you used to pay back home, and you're working so hard. Just be honest, you're working really hard back home to pay maybe half of your salary, a little bit less than half your salary every month.
Yeah. So you got people in Glasgow or Scotland or the UK interested now. What sort of advice would you? They want to work for FAM.
Yeah.
What sort of advice would you give them in terms of how should they go about applying?
Yeah. In general, I'm always ranting and raving on my LinkedIn and my social media about, people that are in the UK, or to be honest, anywhere, people that are across the world and they're not in Dubai. I really urge them, come to Dubai and see what opportunities are here. Even into the real estate factor, the real estate sector, it's not easy. I think, I can sit here and say it's this and it's that, but in reality, even in recruitment, it's a hard job. But the outcome of it, the experiences that you go through, the money that you can make, the opportunities that come from it will succeed the hard work,
Yeah.
Especially being a real estate agent. I have a few friends, my own friends that work in perhaps different companies or different industries, but, working a lot. But you're seeing the outcome on the other end, which you don't really get back home. You're working, and it's the same thing every day. It's a bit daunting, right? So honestly, I think the advice I would give to anyone, anybody that really is even thinking about it, just go for it. Because in a few years' time, you might look back and say, I wish I did it.
And one of the things that stands out for me is it's an expensive city.
Yes.
We know that. But there are some really good value hotels.
Yeah.
So your advice would just come out, check it out.
100%.
Or give it a month. And contact somebody like you or one of the other recruiters.
100%. And I've even spoke to some people. I met actually a few months ago. I met a group of girls here when they were on vacation, and I'm still in contact with them because they came here for like 2 weeks on holiday, and I'm trying to let them know 2 weeks on holiday and they're working here is a little bit different. I mean, it's amazing, but it's hard work. But we're in constant communication. I'm always there for any questions because I can resonate of how it feels when you're just making the move and you're scared and you're nervous. And, I wish I had like someone in this industry to kind of guide me. My friends that were here before me, they didn't work in real estate. So they could help me with a few things, but they couldn't help me with the real estate industry or recruitment. So honestly, that's why one thing I always try to do, and it's hard, but I get bombarded on LinkedIn with questions, which is amazing. I try and answer everyone because I put myself on their shoes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, put myself in their shoes of, how it feels when you're first like, should I do it? Should I not? But my advice is do it. If it doesn't work for you, you can always go home.
And just before we look to wrap up, I'd just like to talk about your LinkedIn. How many followers have you got now? I'll tee this up for you.
Yeah. So I actually did a post today earlier, and as I said, it's 2 years in Dubai for me on Monday. When I came here 2 years ago, I had 200 connections, and today I have over 60,000 in this short space of time. And again, talking back about your personal brand and what we spoke about before, working in this industry, your personal brand is everything, to be honest. And
it's both at FAM, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got the two. You've got the
Yes.
personal brand of the agents, but you've got FAM as well, and
exactly.
And Firas.
Yeah, exactly. So it's amazing. But I love LinkedIn. I love social media, and I think that's the best way to kind of connect with people, especially, in this industry. But I also do a lot of networking myself, going out, going to events, speaking with people, because as we spoke about, keeping connections in this industry is key, regardless of what happens.
No, absolutely. I think being in the physical world is important as well. It's a combination of the two, isn't it? The digital and the physical.
Yeah, and I think, everybody that you meet here, it's amazing. You go out perhaps at the weekend, or you go to these events and you meet some amazing people that, you wouldn't have did it back home. You meet some really, really amazing people.
I met an amazing person in the lift just coming up here.
Exactly.
So.
Yes.
It's great for that. So just sticking with the socials, you're big on LinkedIn, Instagram as well, is it?
Yes, Instagram. I have just about 3,000 on Instagram. I'm gradually working that up. But same, I chat with a lot of brokers on Instagram as well. Instagram is such a big thing. But for me, when I'm trying to connect with people that's looking for jobs, and I get a lot of messages, to be honest, on Instagram too, but mainly my focus is on LinkedIn because that's number one platform, right?
Particularly for recruiters.
100%.
And up to a point, real estate agents.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, for sure, recruitment is number one. And honestly, the platform is amazing.
Yeah.
We have a really good package on LinkedIn, so it's good for us to connect with people worldwide and people with different industries, and it's amazing. It's definitely...
It's clearly working.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to, have we covered everything?
Yeah, I think we covered everything. But again, if I could just leave with anything, people that perhaps are watching or listening to this that really want to make the move to Dubai, then I just urge them, you probably will look back. I myself I'm only 28 years old, but I really wish I moved sooner, right? I wish I did this many years ago. And you can always sit and think, oh, what if I did it? What if I did it then? But just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. And then, the world is your oyster for sure.
No, exactly. And so obviously we've covered it with LinkedIn. Is that the best way for people to contact you?
Yeah, LinkedIn, Instagram. I also have a WhatsApp number directly for my fam number, but maybe you can leave my details or something.
Yeah, I'll put all your details in the show notes.
Yeah, because myself, I'm actually looking for some recruiters to join my team as well. Brilliant. So, if anybody is interested in recruitment, even if you are not in Dubai, a lot of my team, to be honest, apart from one new person that joined, is they didn't have experience in recruitment or real estate, similar to me, but I'm one of these people that I see people and I see something in someone and train them, and now all of them are doing amazing.
Really?
Yeah, so people that want to reach out to me for recruitment or even for real estate, both, I'm open to chat to anyone.
Well, that's great. Thanks very much for coming on today.
Thank
really
you so
enjoyed
much.
it. Thanks,
Take
Tina.
care. Thank you.
Cheers.